Let's talk about imposter syndrome in hypnotherapy. Now, I'm going to talk about my own personal struggles with hypnotherapy and this very effective method that I use now if ever those suspicions and those thoughts of being a fraud or, who am I to do this type thoughts come. So, as hypnotists, we know that imposter syndrome is the superficial layer, the symptom layer problem of what we're experiencing, right? There's a deep layer as to why we're feeling this way. And one of the best things about learning methods such as hypnotherapy is that we can use it for ourselves. So I definitely would encourage you to use your own methods with your own personal growth and healing too, because it helps you to facilitate transformations within your clients too. So that's the first one. And there's actually a very logical reason as to why we might feel that we're not confident enough or ready to actually do the amazing transformational work that makes a difference in our clients' lives. And it is due to just lack of competency. And this is not a bad thing. This is a normal thing, especially if we're learning something new. Now, I don't know who was confident who the first time they drove a car. We don't really feel confident at the beginning, right? It was through practice and doing it. It was through action that helped us to feel confident in doing it. And so, really, one of the best things that we can do for ourselves is just take action on the new things that we're learning. So, there is a fine line between wanting to learn and actually implementing what we learn. The brain, as we know, learns through action, not consumption. So, the more we take action through either practice sessions or just diving right in with those clients right away, is really what's going to help with this imposter syndrome. And I was one of the lucky people who actually had clients right away when I started, when I opened my hypnosis business. I had a decent amount of clients at the beginning. And so through that, I was able to use the method, and it was not flawless. Like I definitely had my moments of doubt. And I actually had one client request a refund because she wasn't hypnotized. And looking back now, I just didn't know any better. And I didn't know how to handle that type of situation in business, which I would definitely have had set that process up better. But anyway, that's not the point. But really and truly, the learning from that experience has has held me back from wanting more clients, but at the same time, looking back now, that was a great experience for me to learn from. And so that is one of the things. So definitely just get yourself out there, do a few practice sessions, and don't get overly caught up with how many practice sessions and like having a certain amount of number until you're ready to charge. The more you charge or the faster you're able to charge for your services, the more confident you'll become, because the best practice clients are your paid clients because they will have motivation, right? Some clients that I practiced with before just really didn't have motivation. So because it was free, right? They weren't paying because they didn't pay attention because they didn't pay. And so even, charging as soon as you can is really what helps move that needle forward in terms of your competency with your hypnotherapy skills. And now this one method that I use to help overcome the imposter syndrome, I actually don't have a lot of imposter syndrome when it comes to getting client results because advanced conversational hypnosis is definitely one of the things and skill sets that I have confidently applied for and charged for. So I'm pretty confident about that. Being a trainer is something that I work on proving to myself that this is something definitely that is for me. And so initially when I had those thoughts of doubt when I first opened this training company, what I did was I made a list. So you can take out a piece of paper, and at the top you're going to say, this is why I'm qualified to be a hypnotist, a coach, insert your role here. This is why I'm qualified to be an ACH trainer for me, specifically, and wrote down as many as I can. And do not overthink this. This doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to, if you have decades and decades of experience working with people, definitely add that in. That's great to get in, but it doesn't have to be big things. It can be as small as something like, I really truly care about my clients. I know how to make a difference. I have an intuitive skill set to really listen. Or, um I always strive to better my service for my clients. I'm someone who is committed to personal development. I have overcome a lot of obstacles in my life and I am competent enough to teach it. Things like that, like little things in your life that make you qualified for what you do. For me, I have mentored a lot of new nurses, or in all my previous roles, I am a good instructor. Like putting those things in, and little things is going to prove to yourself and really diminish that imposter syndrome, that doubt, that negativity bias, so that you can actually see for yourself how truly qualified and ready you are right now, to get better. And if you go through that mindset of I'm good enough now, I can definitely be better, that is what's going to propel you forward instead of feeling paralyzed by this imposter feeling. So I definitely hope that helped. If you try this exercise, and I will definitely encourage you to try this exercise, then please let me know how that goes for you. Otherwise, I will see you soon.